Okay. Am I here? I can see. It's less than 90 seconds. Hello? Can you hear me now, everybody? Refresh.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, we can hear you.
can. Refresh.
He does
Aha.
want to run another ad, but
Oh gosh, we
Oh,
can
the
hear me
pre-roll
now.
ads started
We can
again.
hear me now. Oh my goodness gracious. Hopefully this should not be breaking any streaks because I mean this has happened before and we have people with, huge streaks. This is something I cannot
You're
do,
okay.
Victor.
Yeah.
It's true, Lol David. It's true. This is I cannot restart my whole PC in the middle of a stream. That will definitely break streaks and do it broke because of Mecca. It crashed because you made a lame joke. How dare? How dare? Well, Neb, supposedly, if Dr. Einchef is correct, if you restart the stream within a certain amount of time, it's okay.
That wasn't.
I desperately hope. I desperately
Yeah,
hope.
because it kind of picks
and
it up.
it works both ways, right? Because you get certain rewards if you watch multiple streams. So that's to prevent people from being in like 4 streams in a row in like an hour. So.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if, taking down tabs on the interwebs will help anything. Oh gosh. But let's do the book super quick.
Hog, so yeah.
One sec.
And I don't know if you heard me, before Major Samo, but Dr. Iron Chef and I want to give away some Warp Drive 5 merch.
Oh my gosh.
Tonight.
That is absolutely incredible and kind and generous.
Yeah.
Let me get through these books. And that is stunning. Y'all, giveaways. Did you hear that? Giveaways, merch, live on stream. Tell everybody we're back. Oh my gosh. That is so kind and amazing.
Screwbear and I will take a break and scheme some more and eat dinner while you read.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna take like a minute, but go for sure. Okay, 2 books for today, Kinky Jesus. Thank you so much. Here's the first. Did you know that the Muppet movie from 1979, was banned in New Zealand? Yes, it was banned. And what was the reason? The Muppet movie. What could the Muppet movie possibly be banned for, everybody? In New Zealand, of all places. It was banned.
Is it the New Zealander fish guy who blows stuff up? I can't remember.
No. Oh, well, maybe associated. It was banned for gratuitous violence. The Muppet movie.
It was Miss Piggy. I'm sure it was Miss Piggy.
Violence. Now, maybe I'm not remembering my Muppets, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other movies in the world. It was like real live people and very realistic looking real live violence.
I mean, the threatened violence against frogs is pretty severe. That he's talking about, frying up his legs, pretty casually.
To the point of being actually banned, compared to like all the other movies that exist in the world. Victor wondering, did it qualify as a kids movie and therefore have different standards? There are so many other, quote, kids movies that I would ban before the Muppets for violence and horror and terrible subject matters. What do y'all... Wow. That's something. I need to go rewatch it, clearly. Clearly.
I love movie. One of my favorite things in the world.
Did you guys know? Do you guys... Okay. I love how many people. Oh, Scribbler, that's the perfect emote. Oh my gosh. I love how everyone is coming up with all these horrible things from the Muppets. And Mecha Dave is just here with his blank stare. That's really
Mel
funny.
Brooks gets electrocuted by his own machine. So, I mean, there is that. That was pretty intense.
And again, clearly I need a rewatch. Okay. We're actually just coming back from an ad right now as well. Does anybody know? Okay, everybody should be back. Does anybody know the Hogwarts motto? The actual motto of Hogwarts itself? That would be some real Potterheads in the house. Does anybody know what the motto of Hogwarts is? Because not only do I have it here, I have the meaning. I have the translation. I did, A Powell. A Powell, clearly a Potter fan. Hey now, Don Zeno. That's the bad guys, not Hogwarts. People are still like way into electrocuting Kermit. I need to rewatch this movie. I need to rewatch the Muppets. The Hogwarts motto is in fact, and apologies, I don't know. I am not a full Latin expert. It sounds better in its original Klingon anyways. Here we go. Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. And that does in fact mean never tickle a sleeping dragon. A. Powell got it, in fact, word for word. Unreal. Incredible. Amazing.
There's a whole room full of geeks up there just dying to get their hands on this.
Just like the amazingness of my friend Zero G's coming in. We got a whole room full of geeks coming in. Zero G's rating the channel. Thank you so much. What do we call your people? Do we call them zeros? That kind of sounds mean. I don't know. Thank you for the immediate shout out. Okay, Ultra Vetica is what? Ultra.
We'll call them Geezers. Oh.
Geezers? Well, geez. Gee shucks. I know, I thought of some other things first, but the G's. The G's. I like that. The big G's.
You know what you call mine. You know what you call my audience, right?
What do we call your audience? I mean,
The
you're from the
lounge
Speakeasy. They're the what?
They're the lounge lizards.
The lounge lizards. Of course. I did know that, I swear.
Lounge lizards.
Geez Louise, the OGs, the BGs. How many things can go with G's? Oh, geez, I don't even know, eh? Well, whatever the case may be, Ultra Vetica says, okay, I'm here now. You can start the stream. So good to see you, everybody. Thank you for bringing your people in. Welcome in. If anybody doesn't know me, my name is Major Samo, and this is the Gate Room. I am here with esteemed guests, Dr. Iron Chef and Scribbler SB. We had Mr. Tiberius 2187 and Cap Jesse himself, first sighting in the wild in a minute. So we're having an absolutely outstanding time here at ARCFALL. We are leading the world
We're
to patch
on a
notes.
mission, you nit.
James Bond is in the house. Holy moly. Yes, there was a Jesse sighting. It's wild. Yeah, so we're just going through so many things this evening. Please tell me, Zero G's, how your stream was, though. How are you doing? Do you need to go get, snack, water, do your thing? I understand if so. But if not, we're going to be here for a while yet. And every perspective is so awesome, and we love to have it. So anybody who wants to stay and hang out, we got you. And yep, I see. Zero is the snack. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, Ultra Vetica. We are getting towards late night. What time is it? Okay, 10:15 over here. And we have another book in the chat. We've just been doing some very fun trivia, y'all. Did you know?
Happy birthday!
Oh, Ultra Vetica giving us some cake. Thank you so much. Thank you. 11:12 for Lord Escaron. Ooh. This is some weird facts sometimes, I tell ya. So, well, we have, you know, beautiful special guests on the stream right now. We have special guests coming in with their people from other streams. They're doing raids. It's almost like I feel like I should roll out a red carpet for my VIPs. And did you know that the first ever reference to a red carpet was from the Greek tragedy Agamemnon by Aeschylus in 458 BC.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Yeah, the first reference to a red carpet was from flippin' 458 BC. And the Greek tragedy, the play Agamemnon by Aeschylus, which is one of the craziest Greek name spellings, but I love it. I love that. Yeah, that was a hot year, eh, Vetica? You remember that well? It was a good year. Of course, I have to admit, when I think of Greek tragedies and something called a red carpet, I feel like it's maybe a different kind of meaning, a different kind of reason why a carpet might be red. Do y'all get what I mean? That'd be something I might have to look up. That might have to be something I would have to look up. I don't know. Savage. Whoa now. We're not that late night. Although I realize I haven't had music going. But, I mean, we have guests and conversations and all sorts, so hopefully we're keeping you entertained enough. At this point, I am so afraid of my stream breaking again. I don't really want to bring up more than I have to. What I'm trying to get right now is that screenshot of the new officers that oh, here it is. Oh, that was easy to find. Okay, here we go. Everybody. This is from the official Section 31 new video, you know, on the ship, mostly, that Beck put out on Star Trek Fleet Command. This is just a, you know, loading screen kind of thingy transition to show the, it's common! Victor. James Bond hit Platinum 1. What? Not saying the Red Wedding, am I, Keith? Yeah. And no, it's not common. But yeah, so spoiler alert. It's uncommon, says Ultra Vetica. Oh my gosh, wait, where is it? Oh shoot. Is it this one? Was that a badum-ts? It is! Mega Dave, yes! Indeed. So here we go. Here's the two officers. Here are the officers. I say 2 because I don't think we're getting another Giorgio. I think it's 2, everybody. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I think. I know nothing. I do not have an NDA. Bless Lightning Hawk for saying I smell an NDA earlier. But nope. Still no approaching. Why would it be Epic Sloan, Breaker? Have you seen the Section 31 movie?
He's in the wrong time period.
Exactly. Yes, Sloan is very much connected, and we think of Sloan when we think Section 31, but this is the movie hoping. That's fair. NDA, nerve damage and amnesia? Sounds like a good night out. Oh my gosh, Ultra Vedica. You are just like full on tonight. I love it. You are in fine form, my friend. A. Powell thinks Sloan would have been a better Section 31 movie or series.
Yeah, but that actor didn't just win an Oscar.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Correct. Which is why we only got the movie instead of the series that it was originally supposed to be. James Bond, yes, indeed. Thank you for that. Wow. Yeah.
I'm guessing Wheelock is the epic in this one, just because he's kind of like the main character in the movie.
I don't know. I thought the movie was quite something in that it didn't feel like there really was a main character. I mean, for me, it was Giorgio.
Well, besides Giorgio,
she's the goddess. Zero G's asks, do you mean Gilbert from Hocus Pocus 2? You mean the guy with the golden eyes who can see all the different possibilities? Lots of people haven't seen the movie, remember. So the fellow on the left or in the center, do you think will be the epic?
Yeah, the guy in the center is Alok, and Quasi is the guy in the red jacket.
Yeah, for those who have not seen. Breaker giving some things that I'm not allowed to say, and I'm not allowed to say that I've even seen it. Says that he was highlighted in the VIP magazine, so the left is the epic. Breaker thinks Quasi. I have seen the movie, but I'm already getting tired. So Breaker thinks the character on the left will be the epic.
Yeah, I think the private server, they in the past, I haven't seen it recently, but they've encouraged the sharing of the Prime magazine.
Have they?
So
it's not even special to the VIPs
past,
anymore?
Go ahead and share, but the codes won't work for people who are not VIPs. So, but they haven't mentioned that part of the magazine recently. Okay, RZK Breaker is saying yup. So
I didn't see it officially posted by official, so I don't want to mess around with it. Lord of Scarin argues the guy in the middle was the leader. He should be the epic.
Yeah, I agree. So that's
Chef agrees.
Alok?
I mean, I would think they would spoil the rare over the epic. Like, I would think they would be like, oh, he's just the rare, we can give tidbits there and then save the juicy super epic. Again, always flip side, our discussion earlier about we want them to share more things and what is the possible reasoning and strategy behind sharing or not sharing. On a flip side, it could be, no, share the epic and really drum people up with excitement. I don't know. I have to say, Mr. Rev Deuce mentioned a few times on his stream tonight, Leono, I want to have materials saved up for the new stuff. I don't know. Oh my gosh! Who was I just talking about earlier saying, maybe we'll see them at the very end as they're waking up? It's Chrono in the house, everybody. It's Chrono! How are you doing? Oh my gosh, and we've got donuts. Why is all of a sudden people coming on in? I'm so excited. Hello, my friends. Materials silver tab to be able to spend on the new officers. That also gives me the hint that perhaps we are continuing the month-long SMS kind of format, the cascading SMS for new officers in conjunction with SLBs and stuff, which I hope stays forever. I hope choice tokens stay forever. I hope that endless, well, not endless, I guess, but hefty ongoing SMS. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Maybe Silver Tab. I don't know. We'll see. Because there's also the ever-looming presence of the confirmed con arc coming this year. The arc long tiered SMS. Indeed. Chrono. Good indeed. We've been talking about new arc business all night. Hilarious talk and debate about the ship. And we've even had a lot of talk about other sci-fi ships. It's been super fun so far. We are at 2 hours, 37 minutes and counting until maintenance and patch notes. James Bond has to call it a night, but have a fun stream and don't go too crazy with the martinis. Oh, James Bond. Oh, my goodness. I will try not to. Honestly, if I had too many martinis, I don't know if I would last the rest of the stream. Already, as it is, I am exhausted. I came into the stream very tired, so we might even be coming up to loopy time soon enough, but thankfully when loopy time comes, Chef, Scribbler, please give your thoughts on this. These arc falls that we do together, which are so fun and awesome, when you start getting loopy near the end, does time speed up or slow down for you guys?
Interesting question. I'd say
That's a good question.
It speeds up. I think it speeds up a little bit.
For me, it totally speeds up as well. What about you, Chef?
I think it slows down. It could be because it is not as late for me as it is for the two of you.
It's not that late yet. It's only 10:30.
Well, I'm glad you're in fine form, Scribbler. I'm
I
glad.
have not been imbibing this evening though, so there's that.
That helps? The bibing makes you sleepier?
Yes.
Time blurs. Deja vu. 125 for Breaker. Thank you so much, East Coaster. I hope you can keep going with us, Breaker. You usually go getter. 725 for Chrono. Beautiful coffee for you. Hold on. Where's my... Nobody ever uses my coffee emote, but there's some coffee for those of our friends who are just waking up right now. There's some coffee. Chrono. Why doesn't Star Trek Fleet Command, sorry, I said Chrono, but then now I'm reading something from Bensai. Why doesn't Star Trek Fleet Command get much news coverage? And I'm talking about major news companies. Because it's a 4X mobile game. Ben,
Yep.
It is a tiny game.
That's probably the number one reason why.
No offense to all of us who are kind of dedicating our entire lives to it. It is nothing in the grand scheme of gaming, Bensai.
If it was a console game, for sure, we'll get more press.
If it was
Plus,
on
Star
PC.
Trek is kind of a niche.
Yeah, if it was proprietary to a single console, that would be a very different story. Like the Nintendo Switch 2 is getting a ton of press with all the new game releases, but that's because it's a very specific brand, and they keep a tight hold on their IP.
Yeah, if it was an actual, PlayStation game, Xbox game, Nintendo game, even some of the big PC brands, but mobile games, what's the biggest mobile game coverage that anybody's ever seen? Like, I think the most kind of weird sweeping
Pokemon Go.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Pokemon Go, and what about Candy Crush?
Like, yeah,
as far as viral mobile game, the only stuff I remember ever seeing stuff was Pokemon Go and Candy Crush.
I mean, even Monopoly Go, which is Scopely's biggest game, does not get press coverage at all.
Yeah.
But like Pokemon, Clash of Clans, even, and
like you'll
Candy
get
Crush,
YouTube ads and stuff for that. Yeah.
Like people mention it in TV shows,
And usually there's Shadow Legends for it to be picked up by the.
Yeah. But unfortunately, as much as we love, Star Trek itself is, it's vast and grand, and it's the best overall sci-fi franchise of all time. But it is still niche. It is still a thing. And this is okay. In my opinion, this is not a mobile game in any way, shape, or form. I find it to be 100% unplayable on the mobile because it has gotten way too big for its own britches, and it doesn't keep up the back ends. It just keeps piling and piling and piling and patching and patching and patching. It is so monstrous, and there is so much. It is so complex, as Kronos says, meaning, there are so many features, there are so many ships, there's so many bad guys, there's so many systems, there's so much currencies, there's so much stuff.
I mean,
I think it has grown way past, like, things like waves and even grinding in the mirror universe or something. The vast majority of people I talk to say
I do
it's
waves
impossible
and arenas
on a phone.
My phone.
You do arenas on your phone.
I do arenas on my phone. I do waves on my phone.
And how is it?
Because I know it's not going to crash on the
and how is
iPhone.
It?
That's great. I think it's great because I can, it's compact enough where I can click really quickly to get the ships. Kishara helps. I think if you're using Kishara, it's not as bad on the phone. And then Scribbler does hers on the tablet, so it's stable over there.
Is it stable, Scribbler?
The longest time. It has been. I mean, I've gotten a couple of times where it's rebooted. The game has said login and valid or whatever and rebooted, but it hasn't actually, knock on wood, crashed since I've loaded it up yesterday. It hasn't actually crashed, which is pretty impressive.
So
clearly, I was just using an antiquated. I was using an antiquated iPad.
Silver Tab says killing hostiles is fine on phone, but waves on PC for sure. Silver Tab, waves easier on PC, keyboard shortcuts. Lord Iscaron says their phone is more stable than their PC. People say, I don't have a PC, been playing on the phone for years and years and years and years. Ben Sai would need a large tablet to try and play it over there. Donuts says more stable on their phone. That's why some people can't use certain of the Spox clubs.
Yeah,
they're on phone.
I would say the Android, iPhone is I don't know about. I mean, iPhone, it's iOS stability with the tablet. It's the same.
That's zero G's.
But Android is pretty darn stable. There are times where I've had some pretty annoying problems with it, but they seem to get fixed eventually. So even if it's like a month or so, it will go away.
Ultra says they wish they could scale the UI on iPads, and then maybe stuff would be mo better.
Here's the thing about Star Trek, you guys.
But thanks for the question.
Yeah,
Ben Sai. I thought it was a really good question, so that's why I pinned it.
Yeah,
it is. It is a good
fair
question. But we are a small percentage. Yeah, we are a very tiny percentage of what is already a smaller fandom.
Yeah,
I know it doesn't seem like it, but like,
especially if you go on the Star Trek cruise, which everybody should. I want to see you next year on the Star Trek cruise, everyone. Anyways, continue.
But do you know? I mean, the top the movie that has made the most money, Star Trek movie. Take a guess as to worldwide box office. Which film has made the most money?
400,000.
Wait, are we saying which movie or how much money?
Yeah. Well, you can guess either the movie or the money, whichever. But
Chat, come on.
I'm gonna guess 400,000.
Ultra Vetica says, I really hope it's not The Final Frontier. Breaker says, TOS.
I don't have it adjusted for inflation, but I can probably figure that out if I do it right.
Do it.
For inflation. I can tell you without an adjustment for inflation, Star Trek Star Trek Into Darkness made $467 million worldwide. Like, that was in 2013. Or
is that because of Benadryl Cucumber Patch?
2013. Yes.
Maybe.
That is 100%. The first movie was successful because it made 386. Yep. So very often what you have to look at is the box office of the previous film and its quality level very often will give you a pretty decent idea of how much box office the next movie will make. So Star Trek was very successful in 2009. It made 386 million. Mm-hmm. And that's after, and that's a 7-year gap between Nemesis and then the reboot coming out. So is that
only 7 years? I feel like there's a lifetime between Nemesis and Star Trek.
It does. And
holy,
and Nemesis only
there wasn't any TV shows, that's why.
Nemesis only made 67 million worldwide, and its budget was 60 million.
Oh, snap.
So that's why there were no more TNG movies. I mean, a lot of them were pretty much done by Nemesis.
Not the best. But Nemesis was not the
no. It was an unfortunate.
Although, I mean, come on, we launched Tom Hardy, so
we did.
I'm just saying, a lot came out of it, whether people realize it or not. That was a huge stepping stone for Tom Hardy, and
it's one of the reasons I like Nemesis more than Insurrection, because I actually really dig Tom Hardy in it, and that's about it.
See, I always thought he was a terrible baby Picard. I didn't think he looked any. Are you kidding me? Tom Hardy literally has 5 times the amount of lips as Patrick Stewart.
Well,
no offense.
They also gave him the nose prosthetic they gave him was not great either.
Mm-hmm.
They really did try to give him some prosthetic, but in terms of acting ability, he was good. I like him, but
he's a brilliant actor. Yeah. I think he's a very good actor.
I definitely need to find this adjusted for inflation, because here are the numbers, you guys. So Star Trek the Motion Picture, the very first Star Trek movie, it had a production budget of $35 million back in 1979. So 2 years after Star Wars, it made $139 million. And that is actually, believe it or not, the most money worldwide. That is the most money a Star Trek movie made all the way until 1996 when First Contact came out.
First Contact is so good. Second favorite movie.
It made more than Wrath of Khan. It made more than Search for Spock. It made more than The Voyage Home.
It made
more than The Final Frontier. It made more than The Undiscovered Country. It made more than Generations. Like 139 million
back then
worldwide in 1979. Adjusted for inflation, it goes way up. And I can tell you that means
we have to adjust. Oh, chef, thank you. Holy moly. Yeah.
Yeah, I just ran some calculations. No, I didn't. I just found the site.
Did you?
So yeah, motion picture is number 2. Adjusted for inflation would be about 454,000.
Million.
You
keep saying thousand. You mean million.
Million, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we did the rankings of movies before. We've done that, but
we always are gaining new friends and followers, though. So it's a discussion that needs to keep happening. We have so many new friends to hear from.
Comparing that to Star Wars films,
we don't need to do that.
That's my point, though. Like the fandom for Star Trek is very passionate and very, compacted in a way. Like we're not as massive, even though it has a huge amount of pop culture appeal, and it's out there. You know, people know about Star Trek as much as they know about Star Wars. They know Spock, they know Kirk, they know all of these things. But the number of people who will pay to go see a Star Trek movie is substantially smaller than the number of people that will pay to go see a Star Wars movie. Unfortunately. Now Star Wars is taking a hit.
But Star Trek was a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Star Trek was a TV show that made movies, and Star Wars was a movie that made TV shows.
But you're talking about decades of difference.
I think it's different.
It is different, but even still,
right.
That meant that Star Trek had an audience far larger, even back in the 60s and the 70s, had an audience far superior and surpassing Star Wars movie audience. And still, it doesn't quite get the traction that Star Wars does.
Well, it could be that Star Wars audiences are 10 years younger than Star Trek audiences, just because it came out in the 60s versus the 70s.
And I may anger a lot of people right here. Star Wars is easy fantasy fluff. Star Trek is more sophisticated, more real sci-fi, dealing with different issues at a more obvious, deeper level.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. They had to make a huge adjustment for TNG.
D-Camel, thank you.
To move from TV to movies for TNG, they had to really increase the action adventure quotient.
I have to say something.
Would not normally get in the TV show.
Yeah, I have to say something before people start hating on me. I am not a Star Trek versus Star Wars girl. I absolutely love both. I kid you not, just this past couple of days, I just watched through the entirety of one of the latest Star Wars TV shows that I hadn't gotten to yet. I just did a whole thing. I watched Skeleton Crew, aka Goonies in space. Stranger Things in space.
You mean live action Prodigy?
Live action Prodigy. Yes, indeed. I love Star Trek. I love Star Wars. But Star Wars, it's fact. Star Wars is a space opera. It is a space fantasy opera.
It is.
Star Trek.
How is Skeleton Crew anyway?
It is like sci-fi. Star Trek certainly has sci-fi elements and all that jazz. And I love it. But like it literally has space wizards with magical powers. You know?
Here's one of the things that I think you have to know about modern Star Wars. Though. Modern Star Wars, you need to have a deep knowledge. You need to watch Clone Wars, and you have to have watched basically the animated things that happened during Dave Filoni did, because literally all of the rest of the Star Wars universe, with a slight exception of the movies that came out, but even there, you still have some of that lore. It's most of the lore that Filoni and Lucas built through Clone Wars and what's the other one that's escaping my memory?
I've never seen Clone Wars.
Highly recommend. It's very good. But if you want to understand
a lot of people say,
about a lot of those characters that have been popping up in Mandalorian or, Akosa, all of those characters that originated. Ahsoka. The Rebels. Thank you. Rebels and Clone Wars. Those two shows really lay the groundwork for a lot of the history and lore. And then you have things like Admiral Thrawn that come from way back because Filoni pulled forward a lot of stuff they tried to actually take out of the canon. Well, that was like Shadows of the Empire, which, now I'm going deep on the Star Wars.
This is great. A lot of people in chat are totally there with you. Seared Lewin is even popping out to say hi. Clone Wars is probably hands down the best Star Wars TV show ever.
It's really, really good quality, which is how Filoni was basically with Jon Favreau handed the keys to the Star Wars kingdom, you know, and most of those shows are very much based around the stuff that those two guys are doing and that they want, you know, they want to include into story.
Ultravetica, that being said, though, how many people who don't know the Star Trek deep cuts in Lower Decks might not enjoy Lower Decks as much? Yeah. Absolutely, if you're hardcore Star Trek, you're going to enjoy the Lower Decks way more. With Star Wars, yes, but they admittedly do have even more. I mean, if you're counting the books, I mean, Star Trek has a lot of books too, but admittedly, you know, Star Wars, as is evidenced in chat right here, Lord Iscarin highlighting a message to say, y'all bunch of geeks. This is beautiful. Yeah. This is amazing right now. I absolutely love it. I would love it. Play Star Trek game, but we're here to talk about all sci-fi. So let out your Star Wars right now if you need. Everybody. Yeah. Please. Like, that's what we're here for.
You guys are bringing up a good point. I would love a Knights of the Old Republic movie. I would love that. I don't know that we're going to get that. We might get something similar to it because I do think Filoni and those guys have major respect. I mean, first of all, they have major respect for George because they talked to George. I only found out recently, this was a fascinating fact. I read an article where Ron Moore, and we all know Ron Moore is one of the, you know, patron saints of Star Trek, you know, TNG and beyond. Yeah. Ron Moore was supposed to and was developing a Star Wars series with George Lucas for many years called Underground or Underworld. And it was to take place between the events of Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. And it was like many years in development and it didn't go. And because it was so prohibitively expensive, and George was going to finance it himself. He basically wanted to make this show, and you know, then go to, this is pre Lucasfilm being owned by Disney. So this is
way before. Oh my gosh!
So way before the sequel trilogy to the original trilogy. So this is pretty old, like maybe a decade. But anyway, so he wanted to make this series and then basically just present it and go, who wants it? And pay me for it and you can have it. And it was going to cost, I kid you not, $60 million an episode. So in that time, like not even now. And now they make like Andor for $60 million an episode. But
I'm so excited for the new season. Andor's the best Star Wars TV show.
Andor is amazing, and I absolutely love it. And I would say it is up there. I mean, like in terms of its quality. Like the way that it plays off of Rogue One is so beautiful.
Also, Rogue One is, well, I love the originals, but Rogue One.
Rogue One ties in beautifully with, I mean, it has the same aesthetic. The
originals, then Rogue One
storytelling that plays well, I think, and it doesn't break anything. It stays within the sandbox, but it adds to and augments what we already know. Much. Yeah, I love it. And then take Andor and then you expand that out even further, and you're still not breaking anything, and you are informing a lot of things that happen kind of off screen and around. You know, it's mind-blowing for me as a TV writer. I'm so jealous of everyone who does that show. I talked to Tony Gilroy at a thing of an Academy function last year. And the only thing, one of the things Julie and I did, honestly, is we just schooled him for not having any women writers. Because we were like, hey man, it's cool that you got Beau Willimont and these other guys that you rely on, but you know, having one chick in the room might help on some of your female characterizations. I'm just saying, could help. You might think about it. And then we went and talked to Andy Serkis and slagged off on Tony Gilroy.
Have I told this chat my Andy Serkis story? Have I brought up Andy Serkis?
He's the best human.
Can we talk about how he's the sweetest gem on Earth?
He is
he's one of the most wonderful, like real, humble. Let me try to find something. Oh my gosh. Can you tell us a little bit more about
giggity,
if you can?
All right.
Maximus, hello. You want Sith Jar Jar Binks? Oh my gosh, I don't know if anybody wants more Jar Jar Binks, but also people are bringing up Darth. Is it Revan or Revan? I'm sorry, I am not as knowledgeable of the deep Star Wars as y'all. Talk about all that stuff.
Good night, Silvertab.
Sorry, Chef. Say again.
Good night, Silvertab.
Oh, Silvertab going good night.
He's
oh,
going to
thank
sleep.
you. Thank you. Silvertab, one of my regulars. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you could. Mwah. Shire Baggins.
Okay.
So yeah, take it away.
Before it gets too late.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Scribbler has this fantastic giveaway that she's sponsoring.
I am.
And she wanted to give away some Warcraft 5 merch.
Yes. Okay, and it's in honor of the fact that Dr. Iron Chef gifted me a wonderful little rocks tumbler with our logo on it, and
what?
I'm excited that it was finally back in stock and that I could actually get it. So I want other people to be able to have it, but I also want to leave this open for people who want buttons or other things. So we should probably bring up the Aloha Diz site for people to see the possibilities of this giveaway. And then I don't know how you guys want to run this. I'm kind of putting the rest of this in your and Dr. Iron Chef's far more.
Yeah. Do you have a method to give away stuff, Samo?
Yeah, in a pinch, we have a PokeCatch in the chat, everybody. In a pinch, I can always run. I do have Moobot that I can bring
Epic Wheel
up.
of Disappointment.
And everybody, no, not even the wheel. Like, I have the wheel.
Oh, yeah, right.
But I usually need like a little bit of warning and prep for that.
Time.
I like to do that, like, right? But I have Moobot. Let me bring it up. It is
Let's
the
pull
most
up the site, and then we can kind of go
fair.
through a couple of things.
Yeah, like sometimes on the wheel, capturing the chat gets a bit funny, whereas Moobot is fully people who enter, people who are here. Right. Here we go on. I was also bringing up here.
Yeah, I will note
products.
to Maximus Bull, I did not get a sippy cup, which means I can only drink this in my living room.
Is it this right here? Is it this right here?
Yes.
Is it this beautiful, gorgeous,
isn't
it
really nice.
full
Beautiful.
color, and 5% off for anybody subbed to Aloha Diz? Just saying, if you want to go actually pick one up. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And it's on sale right now. It's only $18.77 Canadian. Y'all, that's $12.99 in for a lot of y'all, for probably the majority of y'all. This is absolutely stunning. Look at this.
So I figure we can give away.
Yeah,
we can give
try to
away a
keep
few
the
of those.
prices down.
Give away some
This
buttons.
is full color, stunning.
Because we have two sets of buttons.
This is so amazing. Yes, we do have some buttons, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Three sets. 3 sets of buttons.
There's 3 sets of buttons, and they're all gorgeous. Oh my gosh, why is Chef so good at merch? So we have this stunning, beautiful, all color, multi-use. This can be your water glass. It can be your, a beverage of the late night. Whatever. It can just be a beautiful piece of art on your shelf. This is stunning. It is so kind. We're going to give one of these away. We're going to do one right now.
We'll give a few away.
Yeah, but maybe a few. Maybe a few.
Yeah,
I have subsidized
we can do that
for several.
But I do have.
Okay.
I do have one announcement, and one. It's kind of a big one for Warp Drive 5 and Next Gen. So I did drop in a new graphic into our group chat, Samo, if you wouldn't mind pulling it up. And this is a request. So I'm gonna make a request as well in just a second to our chat. Do you see it?
Everybody should be seeing it right now.
The second season of Next Gen. Of course, Next Gen is content creators started last fall with some newer streamers, but we do have our second season coming up, and we wanted to make the official worldwide announcement on your stream, if that's okay.
I am
we do have
unbelievably honored.
Fabulous, 8 new fabulous. Well, not all of them are new, but new to Next Gen. Just wonderful streamers who are just tremendous supporters of the community. So we'll go in order here. There you go.
Absolutely, Ultra. Take it away, Chef.
Yeah, no, it's kind of neat to welcome in a new class. So Lightning Hawk has been around for a number of years now, streaming. Candy White, our graphic designer extraordinaire, he does way better stuff than I do. So, but Candy White is one of the Next Gen Season 2 members. Icewolf Law, who has taken the world by storm of streaming. And so she's also part of Season 2. We have some international guests as well. So we have Mord DHD, who was just streaming with Ultra last night. They had a wonderful stream together. And Australian streamer. Adva Damaska, who's near you, right? Isn't she kind of close to you, Samuel?
Just over the border from me. She is in Washington State, but just over the border. Her and Cap Jesse have hung out in real life. I'm rather jealous that I've not been able to be, all up in that yet. But Adva is just across the border from me, so she's technically, maybe 1 to 2 hours.
Oh, maybe you can get her to the house party.
And
maybe.
Yeah, if you can get to the house party. And a music teacher. So just want to give a shout out. You can see the musical notes there.
Yep.
And of course, our friend, your friend, everyone's friend, Ben Sai and Games. What a wonderful.
I think he's been streaming for longer than any of us.
To Next Gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on, and he's on all the time.
Yep.
So we're super happy to have Ben Sai as part of Next Gen as well. D Camel, who's is just the most adorable kitty cat of all things, is part of the group. And then GSC Jado, our first Op 70 content creator in Next Gen, is also rounds out our fabulous Season 2 of content creators. So why don't you give them a hand? I'm not sure if you have an applause button, but we're so glad that they are now part of Next Gen. And also, Next Gen is an affiliate of Warp Drive 5. So it's a big ohana for all of us.
I hope you heard the applause I just did,
right?
I hope.
Yeah, no, thank you. So, and more victories.
The
ask really is, as we're giving this away, in order to win one of the Warp Drive 5 merch, can you please follow our new Season 2 content creators? I'll give them a follow. Their names are very similar, so you can just search in chat. But please give our Next Gen content creators a follow. We also have our Season 1 Next Gen content creators who've just taken the world by storm. And so we're so glad to be friends and partners in this Star Trek journey. So
everybody,
thank you very much. Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the stream.
This is not my stream, Chef. This is our stream. This is the Warp Drive 5. Everybody, I'm in full announcement voice. Please, PSA to the world. Go follow at least one. If you are already following, find one of the other ones. We will be checking on you. We will be following up. Because if we don't see hype and love and goodness and support and hugging of these nerds. There will be some cleanup on all of you. The cleanup we want is cleaning up the love, the goodness, the beauty and wonder and rainbows of doing what Star Trek has always wanted us to do.
If you're already following all of them,
and fine. Work together for a better life and a better future for all. So go, follow, now.
And if you don't, I might just have to be in this voice for the rest of the stream. And I don't think anybody wants that, do we? I don't know if anybody would be able to handle that. So please, for the sake of us all, follow, follow, follow.
I would follow you. I would follow you.
And I would follow you. And I would follow you. And I would follow you.
Right now, if I could, except I think I'm already posting all. Scribbler, yes, please. Please, please, please. Post everybody's links right now. Can we get shout outs from my mods to every single possible one of these beautiful people? Please shout outs right now. I just saw D Camel in the chat. We know Ben Sai is here. We know Lightning Hawk is here. We know all of these friends have been here. Give all the love. Truly, honestly. It's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. And while we're doing all those follows,
STFC very special is we're very supportive of one another.
I mean,
which is not always the case with other games.
Let's be honest. We've spent a lot of these hours so far. We still have 2 hours and counting. Oh my gosh, we're down to the final 2. I swear it's going to fly from now on. We like to complain. There's some pitchforks. There's some, controversy. There's some discussion and debate. Some constructive, hopefully respectful criticism. But gosh darn, if we don't keep all showing up and wanting to hang out and wanting to be with each other and chat with each other and calling out what's going in the game. And you know what happens more than like, oh, that's a dumb decision, or this sucks, or blah, 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 blah. It's, oh, cool, you got that ship. Oh, sweet, you opsed up. Oh, congratulations, you beat that boss, or you're going up that extra solo level. I mean, sure, sometimes people are like, oh, you're crewing wrong, or you have no research, or you ignored this. If you actually look at the overwhelming communication in a Twitch stream or a YouTube stream or wherever we may be, it is people seeking help and getting help and congratulating and supporting and helping and building each other up. And that's what these collaborations, that's what these teams, thank you, Grace Sabers. The Warp Drive 5 has the honor.
I can win. I believe that I can win. I believe that
we can win.
I believe that I can win.
We can win, and that's what we do when we stick together, support each other. The Warp Drive 5 has the special. I don't know if we're special. I feel so weird even saying that. We were kind of the first official pure STFC only little group of noobs who just wanted to support each other and loved each other, and we're like, yo. And we kind of became this little thing. And now look, this is Next Gen Season 2. Look how the community, some people think the game is dying, some people think the game is going away and everybody's quitting. Are you kidding me? We have Season 2 Next Gen content creators. Whatever we think about the game, the people are here, and we are here for each other. And if that just ain't the darn flippin' tootin'est most beautiful thing, I don't even know. We need to do a giveaway right now because I'm pouring out words of love.
Pickle right now.
I would give away pickles if I could, but why don't we give away? While people are following, I see in chat people are following. I'm seeing the shout outs. Let's give away a thing. I'm gonna go here.
And thank you for following our friends. So
yeah.
We appreciate it.
I can win. I believe that I can win.
Yeah, I'm gonna snooze your ad.
I believe that I can win.
Sorry, Chef. What did you just say?
I'm gonna snooze your ad.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
we can do the
absolutely. So I'm starting this giveaway right here. It's going to be a key word. I have created the giveaway. It is #NextGen. I realize it maybe should have been #NextGen2, but it's NextGen. #NEXTGEN. Because we are going to be continuing who knows how many gens. #NextGen. This is incredibly, incredibly kind of Dr. Iron Chef and Scribbler to, I want to say conspire, but of course it's not conspiring. It's collaborating, which is what this is all about in the background.
Oh, no, we're conspiring.
I mean, I think that's the word you even said to me. I was like, everybody's gone. I'm just blathering on. And they're like, we're working behind the scenes for hijinks, which is so awesome. And so kind, once again, Scribbler for financing, backing, whatever you want to call it. While we're doing this, #NextGen, I do want to give a shout out to the OG Gen still. Mr. Revdeuce was the OG Twitch. Mr. Ultimate DJs. There is behind the scenes content creators, and then, eventually Lube with his team of Stewie and all the other crews.
No one shall.
No one shall. There's even so many other people on YouTube who aren't as known on Twitch. And then I could name off all the teams that have supported. Lube has this whole team that's become even now mini streaming with all her clan and Candy White behind the scenes and Chrono behind the scenes and Jules Verne and Quasel and Blue Mandalorian and I always get upset when I start naming off people. Sorry?
Yeah, Rooster.
La Rooster. Highlander, if we're talking Morbid John. Our own original Warp Core 4 even.
Yeah.
Morbid John. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start getting emotional. Shoot. There are more people to name. I still think of myself as one of the, I don't know.
I think he came up with the name Warp Core 4. Wasn't he the one?
Morbid
At least
John?
came up with
Morbid
the logo.
John. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think he came up with the logo.
Quite possibly. JV Beckman, hello. Man, JV Beckman, in the chat, #NextGen right now. JV Beckman, we're doing a giveaway. We are just talking about all the stuff and things. Right now, we're kind of like giving some love and goobers. #NextGen. Oh my gosh, we need way more entries right now. There are a lot more people in the chat right now than have entered the giveaway. Come on, folks. This is for the beautiful, stunning rocks glass is the technical term. #NextGen.
It's just a pretty glass.
It's just so shiny. I mean, look at all these little cutie patooties.
you can look at our little avatars every time you have a beverage.
I mean, I think it's so cool that we all come up with these kind of names to represent ourselves or the things we love. And then we have to come up with these little like symbols, these avatars, these little like joopy dupes again to represent ourselves. I think it's so cool to be able to honor these things that we are choosing to put out into the world as part of our hearts and our love. I think it's super cool. Moose. Well, of course, yeah, Chrono. I was kind of talking about the people outside of Warp Drive 5, Next Gen, and now Next Gen Season 2. Although, if Chef or Scribbler, if you have the Next Gen logo, like the poster handy, if you could throw that in our chat, and
I'm sure Dr. Iron Chef has that.
Chef is just like 2 seconds and he has
Which
anything.
one? Our original?
The original Next Gen. Yeah.
I
was kind of talking about the OGs that never kind of became. The Warp Drive 5 was the first like official Star Trek Fleet Command collab officially named group, as far as I know, right?
Unofficial team.
Unofficial.
I think so.
So I was kind of starting to name all the folks before us who just never had the title, but we do have the Next Gen 1 and the Next Gen 2. I'm going to give, while Chef, you are looking for that, I'm going to bring up again what we're giving away right now. Please get that hashtag NextGen in the chat. The poll, yes, we apparently enjoy shenanigans the most, followed by hijinks, and we're not going to talk about the boring people. I mean, I love you too, but please let's get the Next Gen, hashtag Next Gen for the chat. I'm going to run away for just 2 seconds for a quick ethereal being from another realm's natural needs. I'm sure my amazing co-host will keep it going for a minute or two.
All right, so that means you guys.
I'm gonna run an ad while you're gone. That's probably the best.
Yeah. It's a good time for an ad, and then that give me more time.
Go
hashtag
ahead.
Next Gen, hashtag Next Gen in the chat to win the Rocks glass. Hit that ad button anytime you want, baby.
It's very generous of you, Scribbler.
You know, I mean, we still
We'll run
we haven't given away any of our own merch in a long time. And by the way, this is not to. Honestly, I would love to
it's
see
been a while.
people go and buy some Major Samo merch if you are so inclined, because she does a lot and she's a fantastic member of our team, and we love her. You love her, so show her love. Show her lots of love. She deserves all the love. I'm just riding everybody else's coattails.
Right.
I'm just
No,
here.
no,
I mean,
that is not the case.
I'm always going to be, I think, an STFC
We're a
streamer
team.
first, but like you, Dr. Iron Chef, it's fun to branch out and play other games on stream and do other things. But you haven't even started a hydrate.
You
on the
actually gave
major
us like
yet.
streak red.
I don't know about that. I barely have any. I don't think
You
I
gave
have
us
any
streak
to
red.
give.
It's like, here we have a famous Star Trek writer as part of our team. Like, that was the best thing.
I mean, I guess I have a
So
Wikipedia
we're riding
entry.
your
Does that
coattails.
make me legit? I don't know.
It
I
does.
don't know.
It does.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, thank you. And yes,
We should
thank you
look
for
it up.
putting. My god, I'm afraid of what it might say. It probably says it used to have some very incorrect information about what I had written on, which I thought was hysterical. I don't know if it's been corrected or not. Yes, I have an IMDb entry and I have a Wikipedia entry. And honestly, the more important one for me is having
We
a
can
memory
edit.
alpha. Yeah, we can edit to be. She is
we
way
should
more
really
successful as a
like boost
strummer.
your
Oh my god! Please don't.
we'll boost your
Oh.
Wikipedia page.
If we want to boost you the heck up, we can do whatever we want, Scribbler, and you cannot stop us.
Oh my gosh, Doug, your
Dougie,
daughter is in labor?
Hold up.
Stop the press.
Oh.
Stop the press. Everybody. Everybody. Dougie. C-K-O-C-R. Doug. Should probably mention their daughter is currently in labor with their next grandchild. Dougie's wife is by her side. Everybody, put out
Giggity,
the
giggity,
juju.
giggity. All right.
Well,
Nelly, I think the giggity might have already happened. Can I say that? We're 11 o'clock at night. I mean, I'm sorry, Dougie. I don't mean to be crass. It's just science, as Scribbler said. It's just science. Retro Fury, exactly. Mecha does. Oh my goodness. It is victory indeed. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no matter what, that is his daughter.
What's that?
I believe that I can win. I believe that I can win.
Oh,
I
really,
believe
we've
that
got
I
a
can
giveaway.
win. I believe that I can win.
Hold. We just had an
there
anonymous
is a-
giveaway in chat. Everybody #enter exclamation point enter before we get to the exclamation point next gen. I'm losing track of the giveaways. Exclamation point enter. You have 60 seconds. Anonymous, thank you. That is so kind. Exclamation point enter.
Exclamation point. There you go.
As we celebrate a new nerd coming into the world, Dougie, my sweet dear friend, my fellow Canadian, service member, thank you for your service. Absolutely incredible. All the juju of, I'm sure, everybody here for a very healthy, safe, wonderful, beautiful, amazing new addition to the Dougie clan. Please let us know whatever you want to share. Happy birthday to the newbie. The true newbie of the community is arriving right now. Congratulations to Gen X Sync. Congratulations. Hit that link right there. Go redeem your winnings. Congratulations. Also, it's so good to see Jace is here. GP is here. Candy White is here. We've just been talking about so many of you people. It's so funny how people come out for giveaways. I totally understand. Lurking, it's all good. It makes my heart so happy just to know that y'all have been like lurking, or you just have us up, whatever the case may be. It's so cool. It's so cool. Congratulations.
It doesn't work for me.
Does
it only work for mods? Can mods be the only ones to do shout out?
Yeah.
Ow.
No
wonder it doesn't work for me.
Oh. You gave up on sleeping. Here you are. Oh my gosh.
All right.
I think that's a lot of us. Let's be honest. ARCFALL is like, it's a thing. We get all the late nighters. We get all the owls. Scribbler, how do I make mod? Do we dare give Scribbler moddom? Scribs, you want to be a mod? You want some responsibility?
You don't know. Oh God, no. I mean, only so I can shout people out. That's really about the only reason.
It's a true thing. How do I even do that?
I'll let other people
go to your creator dashboard, and then there
I was just going to say that I do that over here, right?
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need to be done. It's fine.
Well, okay, I'm going to say this.
I automatically made you guys mod.
No, I'm going to say this. I'm going to make you a mod, but I'm afraid to bring up more tabs and more functionality right now because we've already had not one, but two crashes of my entire system.
Yeah, it's not a thing you want to do right now.
Also, you might want to look at Kinky Jesus's thoughts on being a mod.
I know. Well, I mean, really, you and Dr. Ironchef are mods on mine, but the only, Dr. Iron Chef is there when he can be. Pretty much Falcon Paw is my main mod at this point. I don't.
I'm sorry. Is Falcon Paw not a mod of everybody?
I think so.
Isn't that like their mission in life?
I think it is.
Hey, speaking of daughters, I gotta make sure Pinky is getting ready for bed.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Do you need a second? Chef, let's give away the first. Let's give away the first. Okay, everybody.
Yep.
I'm gonna show y'all.
Hashtag.
Okay.
Next gen.
Hashtag next gen. I'm really disappointed, actually. Why are there only 26 entries? There's over 90 people here.
It's a glass for free.
Do y'all not want free stuff? Like, hashtag next gen. That is NE hashtag, not exclamation point. It's hashtag. NEXTGEN. There you go, Retro Fury. Maximus Bull.
I don't want to enter this because I'm afraid I'd win it. So
me too, even though I really want this glass.
Everybody else.
Funny thing is, you cannot enter multiple times. It's original entries only. But hashtag next gen. Here we go. Okay, now Peoples is waking up. They're seeing it's this little diamond. It's like you see the thing going, oh my gosh, it feels like a countdown. Okay. Pinky gotta go to bed.
You gotta get to 30.
If you haven't entered,
two more. Come on.
2 more. Captain Marbles, that's what I'm talking about. Come on. I see it going up. One more.
That's
one more. Please, hashtag next gen. Okay, if it has to be me, I haven't entered. Queen Rach.
There we go.
Rach. My sweet darling. Okay, here we go. We got it. Gen X, you are special.
We got there.
Jess Insanity. I know, Breaker. This is a special entry for those who have stuck the course, and we have more coming. Captain Marbles, I had to participate before I lose my marbles. It's beautiful. You make me feel like watching the movie Hook. One of my favorite top movies of all time. Okay, we're doing it. We passed 30. We're doing it. We are giving away in 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, Chrono!
Hey, Chrono.
Chrono, are you in the chat? They gave a lurk. Hold on.
They gave a lurk. They said they're just driving to work.
Oh no.
Oh, no, Jess, it's okay. No, Jess, you got into the giveaway. You got into the giveaway. You just didn't happen to get it.
It's okay, because we're going to give away another one.
I'm going big. There are different ways to do giveaways. Some are like, if you don't answer right now, you outies. But we all witnessed that he is just for a few minutes in transit on the way to work. I would like to right now say we're going to honor his win and we're going to give him the cup. What do you think?
I agree.
This flipping guy.
I approve of this.
This flipping guy does so much for us. Do you guys even know? Like STFC.WTF, STFC.pro, this is all Chrono. He's also got,
Well, he definitely needs a rocks glass then. Like,
yeah.
I assume he. Sorry, I should not assume gender. They.
Oh no, we've met Chrono. I met Chrono in Nashville.
Okay.
You met Chrono in Nashville. He was on the panel.
I was. Oh yeah, he was on the panel. Sorry,
Scribbler.
My bad.
Do you not remember?
I wasn't on the panel.
The dashing gentleman with the European accent in the black tight shirt and the giant muscles.
I do recall it.
That came out with a tinge of.
I was already a couple of drinks in. There's no lie there.
She was not on She was
in
very
Nashville. Are we talking about it in Nashville?
Yeah, I was already a couple of drinks in.
Who was not?
It was Moopsie.
Absolutely blame Moopsie, the poor guy who's asleep right now because he's.
The Lunesta has kicked in.
Come.
I'll show you.
Gen X!
Open up this door.
Gen X has just redeemed their giveaway. By the way, thank you, Anonymous, whoever did that. I truly don't know. It's anonymous. Nelly, by the way, 3-stream streak. Thank you so much, Nelly. Cheers, cheers, cheers. The European Vin Diesel. Yes, Zero. That's hilarious. Moopsie is so dreamy, says E-Double.
I don't sing Blame Canada. I sing Blame Moopsie.
Retro, thank you for the hydrate. Everybody, please hydrate.
Group hydrate.
It was anonymous.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of Pinky. If you give anything else away, just have them message me on Discord what they want.
No, we'll hold off. Chef, do what you need to do. Give love to Pinky, please. We love Pinky. We support her. Whatever she needs, you know.
If we do not give away up to the amount of funds that I have donated for this on this ARCFALL, we will carry it over to the next one. But I wanted us to have a bit,
which is absolutely amazing.
But I also pimped your merch as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Maybe that's what got the a lovely.
You have high quality merch.
Well, so do you. I was just wearing it the other day, after all.
You're so nice.
It was no.
Still the only one. I haven't added it to the store yet.
It is so soft. I mean, I know you wanted to check out and see how it actually was in real life. Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, on Fourth Wall is a program that a lot of the STFC community uses for their merch. It just has a really kind of easy interface. It has a lot of options open for what you can create. It's quite user friendly. And one of the things that you can do is get samples or gift out. Like any of the merch on my store can be gifted out at any time while I'm live on stream. But the streamer themselves, the owner of the shop, can go in and technically create promotions for if they want to, say, gift to a fellow streamer friend something, so they can test out and give a second opinion on how the stuff is. So the Speakeasy merch I was wearing just recently, that was a very kind gifting from Scribbler to test it out. I'm happy to be the guinea pig for absolutely anything, and my review was that it is the softest, most beautiful, lovely, well-fitting. I'm very excited for everybody once it goes live on Scribbler's store. Highly recommend. Lovely. And one of the things we love Candy White for is it can be tough sometimes to design the actual logos, the graphics, the stuff itself. You can go on Fourth Wall and click, this type of t-shirt and these colors and all these things and materials, but the actual designs is where it's tough. What do I upload to put on these base canvases? And one of the reasons we love Candy White so much and people like that and RFAs, they help us a lot with these designs. And Scribbler designed her own Speakeasy tank, though. That's totally Scribbler original, right?
Yeah. I designed all my logos.
Oh gosh, this is so sweet. E-Double says they're wearing their Samo hoodie right now. Dougie says, I'm not currently wearing my Samo apron, but they have one. As does E-Double, apparently. I'm just saying, we're coming up on barbecue season. Safety first.
Yeah. No, safety first. Indeed. I've been reticent to add more to my shop until I kind of get a sense of what people actually want to put. I also want to create another logo to put on things besides the main one. So I've been looking at doing a Speakeasy 2.0.
Yeah.
So I'm attempting to create a new
amazing
logo
things to look forward to
for things. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm not putting my thing on anything because, good Lord, you don't need my face on anything.
Well, what you mean, like your Scribbler avatar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody needs that. Nobody needs
I mean, if you say so.
Your Samo is adorable. Like, that belongs on everything. And I'm not saying that
you are not adorable?
Did an amazing job. ARCFALLLLL did an amazing job on my avatar. I just feel like it's, it's more realistic of what I actually look like as opposed to yours, which is just this perfect little encapsulation of Major Samo. Major Samo was her own little thing.
Which is so funny because this was like the first free trial AI image generator kind of thing I ever played with. I was like, cute little green girl astronaut thing. And
that worked out real well.
I don't know if I still have like all the originals that I had to choose between. And I did consult Mama and Papa Samo, who at the time obviously were the only, like, the Warp Drive weren't even a thing yet. This was original streaming before I ever dared show my face. This was before face reveal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You
and
had another book redeem.
Yeah, I see Kinky Jesus. Thank you, Maud. And I'm just so thankful that I somehow stumbled upon what I still to this day think is just the cutest little patootie. I love her. And
yeah.
I mean, I've had somebody, make me real life,
come on,
handcrafted, plushy version. Like, it's just.
That's sublime.
I mean, it's so special where this weird little avatar that I was just like, green girl astronaut with Canadian, like, or with a maple leaf. Yeah. I think I gave up on Canada flag. I was just like, maple leaf. And just her brightness and love and joy and optimism in her little green face. And also how it became, is she an Orion? Is she a pickle? I didn't know that pickles were going to become a thing, It's just, yeah, I don't know.
What's going on with your subscriber numbers? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Hold on 1 second. Let's fix it.
Well, we just got to a new month. So it's not necessarily overall subscribers. It's new subscribers for the month. And I mean, I know some people get like 50, 100, 200 subscribers every stream. I am but a humble. No! Scribbler! What are you doing?
Fixing a problem, man. That is not acceptable.
You're already giving away Warp Drive 5. And now Taffman78, Higher Order Detonation, S53 TF Scorpio, Tribble Catcher 2, Siggy, Agonor 16, Molecular Sage, Zerterm, Jace, and Lightning Hawk. Cheers. Now, oh my gosh, Kinky Jesus with 100 biddies.
Oh jeez, we started a hype train. What do you know?
Y'all flipping. Thank you so much. Scribbler, I don't know why you're being so awesome.
I filed my taxes. I'm getting some money back.
It's
have to pay my property tax tomorrow, but
it's your decisions what to do. I'm so thankful and grateful. Everybody,
look,
if y'all don't come on Scribbler's next flippin' ARCFALLLLL and give right back, thank you so much. Bacon Fish, hello. I know Lightning Hawk sometimes has some bad RNG with the gifted subs. I've seen Lightning Hawk a few times, and I still don't get one. I'm so happy Lightning Hawk's got one this round. Lord of Scarin with 85 biddies. We're almost through kicking this hype train off. We're at 85%. Oh, wait. We're at 85% towards level 3.
Yeah.
Because that's the impact of your subs. It's the Scribbler.
It's the impact impact of everyone's bits too. There's a lot of bits coming this way.
Thank you. Yes, Kinky Jesus.
Look, this is what we do for ARCFALL. We all pitch in and we all help each other out, and we, I'm shameless when it comes to pimping out my fellow Warp Drive 5 members and telling you all to give them things because they deserve it. They're good people.
Remember everybody how I was saying that these Candy White, thank you, 300 bits. We are through. We've achieved level 3. Dougie's just money love right into my face. Timer's reset, 4.5 minutes. We're at 3%. It's late. We've already been streaming for, well, I don't know how long because we had to reset a couple times. We've been going since before 7 p.m. So this is officially my longest stream of the year. This is my longest stream of the year.
I think mine already reset.
So
no, my next billing is April 8th. So mine resets in a day, literally a day. My sub anniversary reset.
Well,
so your next stream.
I know it in my heart. Well, yeah, I still have to stream tomorrow, and we all know how Tuesdays go after ARCFALL. Like normal ARCFALLs, never mind.
Oh yeah.
My hosting, which I haven't done in quite a while because I forgot that Star Trek cruise.
Yeah.
Like we make a schedule, everybody, with the Warp Drive 5 to make sure everybody gets as equal opportunity as possible because that's what we're here for. But then, sometimes stuff happens. Trips come up, events come up, family things. And
there's an extra week that gets thrown in for
we thought it was going to be this day, and then it's like, just kidding, 2-week break. Good morning, Sunny 2308, first time chatter coming in and saying good morning. Good morning to you, Sunny. I hope it is a sunny day for you. Please tell me where you, if you want, where are you at in the world that you're waking up on a fine Tuesday morning, assuming it's a Tuesday morning. It's 11:34 p.m. for me right now on Monday night over here on the Pacific Northwest, or the Pacific Southwest of Canada. Where are you at, Sunny, if you want to share? One of the things we love about ARCFALL, right, Scribbler, is we got to see so many more people from around the world. Because we go so late, we actually get into mornings and evenings and afternoons of other places. Just like Chair Stream, you can take a nap.
If I'd known that, I would have got it.
Yes, I do. Lord Iscaron, thank you. Thank you. Trials. I was going to attempt maybe to do a trial. 6:30 on a Tuesday for Equatorial already. Whew. Whew. Very late
Hollywood
indeed.
Park. Literally, like, in my neighborhood, the stupid Canva Create thing is happening, and I didn't know about it, and they're sold out of all the tickets. So I'll have to.
What is Canva Create?
I would have gone to that too because they have
what is
so
it?
much swag.
I don't. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, basically,
like Canva,
they do Canva, the software. They have an event every year, and they have like people talk about design and creativity. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of AI conversation, but like Cynthia Erivo is presenting this year, and a bunch of other Jean Baptiste, and like all of these amazing people are going to be speakers there. Shepard Fairey, like it's kind of amazing.
Really,
and yeah, I'm silly.
Really quickly, Ben Sai, getting late, gotta go to bed soon. Kinky Jesus, the Intrepid mod, 2:35 a.m. Finally admitting they really need to go. Lurk, thank you so much for all you've done. Thank you for all the polls. Truly, thank you, Kinky Jesus. Streamers need their mods. 135 for Victor. Moose got an hour of sleep in there. Moose, I just can't believe you're back here. Oh my gosh. Equatorial, I've never tried Anorex for a Q trial. Has anybody here tried Anorex for a Q trial? That is wild.
I don't have him. I guess I should.
You don't have Anorex?
No, I don't.
Well, then I'm sure you've not tried him for a Q trial. Oh my gosh, look at that. I failed before, and now I don't even have any damage done. What is even happening? What is even happening? I don't know. Is that the power of the Cerritos? Did I accidentally do Pike Moreau E data before, and now it's Pike Moreau Chen? Q trials, sometimes, I tell ya. Is it just one freak RNG versus not? The hype train has completed, by the way. Thank you so much. So much to everybody who contributed. Special emotes for everybody who did should be out in the chat now. Moose says they are up for the good. They're going until Ultra and Mord's ARC launch shows. And we, of course, know who they all are because we've just been putting up the posters. Give me 1 sec and I'll show some stuff. Oh, look at this. You do Q's trials and you absolutely die. And then you change one thing or you do one bitty, and all of a sudden, oh shoot. I just realized it's Monday night, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I usually don't do Q trials Monday night. I'm so upset. Because Tuesday is Q Tuesday. No.
Basically, it was a
Hovsky 39 coming in with their prime sub just for me. 17 months. Thank you so much, Hoovsky. It's so good to see you. Tech Tuesdays, bad timing. I was so excited. Well, that's the thing, though. I'm looking down, like, we talk about Arc Fall, and I make all these notes because it's like, flippin' heck. These are my longest streams, except for possibly House Party annual event. Be ready for the end of May. Except for House Party, Arc Falls, generally speaking, it's my longest stream. Like, those couple of streams are my longest streams of the entire year. And yes, Candy, those trials and tribulations. I love my tribbles. I generally, like, what can I do in-game? Because we all know. What does Samo do? What does Samo do? She tries so hard to keep up with the chat that I forget to play the game sometimes. And especially with Arcfall, when I remember I need to play the game, what's some of the things you do? You do your dailies. What's one of the dailies? You do Q trials. What do I save for stream often? Trying to boost up on Q trials when I have had progress made with certain ships. Like I have with my Enterprise D. I just showed earlier, I got some big artifact benefits from the last Alliance tournament. But then you also forget things like Tech Tuesday, which I save all of my Q trials. I do 3 in the morning to finish off Monday's reset of dailies. Then Tuesday dailies reset, usually on stream, and I do another set of 3. I do not, JV Beckman. I do not have enough bells necessarily always. I actually have the most I've ever had right now. Actually, you know what's even easier? You know what is easier to look up my stuff? It's Box Club. There we go. 512 trial bells right now. which is a shocking amount for me, really. I did just get a baby pull from my mostly terribly useless Ferengi whip because I took it too high. Don't tier it too high, please. Do not tier your whip too high, please. Anywho, I do think I got a couple of trial bells recently. So this is actually the most I've ever had in a long time. But usually I like to keep my my trial bells very, very careful and safe on Tech Tuesdays. Honestly, a lot of the times I finish off the event actually through baddies, just grinding hostiles. And it's funny because earlier today, leading up to Arcfall, thinking, what can I do? So I wanted to do things like a couple of Credum solos with new crews. I stopped auto-grinding some things. I'm so close to maxing my next jelly. And no, hold on, my friends are in the way. There we go. I'm so close to maxing my next jelly, but no, I cannot use Latinum because Latinum is so scarce and precious these days. Sigma, 1.5 million for a day speed up, you know, in a pinch. I have no Latinum, like less than ever. So this baby be out there auto grinding every night, all night long, all night. And we're finally almost close, but I recalled it. I was like, I have to have stuff to do for Arcfall. You know, what if I go and just do endless mirror runs? I realize I haven't done a single one yet, but I needed to keep these open as options, and the hostile limit is a thing, especially when you're sending out ships grinding overnight through the days, multiple ships sometimes, maybe. Because ship XP is sparse and Latinum is precious. Equatorial, perhaps. Yes, if you're doing it in the right way, if you get those efficiencies up, you know what's going to happen now. If you get those efficiencies up. So let's look here. Whatever, let's look at a Borg cube for funsies. Mine's tier 13. Let's talk tier 14, which I cannot do right now because of ops locks and stuff, but it will show us some of our efficiencies. Some of our efficiencies. So you see here, my ore efficiency, at least for 6-star, 1,840. Crystal, 1,820. Ship parts, 1,965. Once you get certain efficiencies up, I mean, if we're talking specifically jelly, it's explorer parts, I guess. Let's just look at the E, just for fun. So, you know, common gas, uncommon, rare, 1,880. Explorer parts, 1,990. Same for common, uncommon, explorer. It's these numbers you're looking at. And if your numbers are good on the jelly, you actually can make profit of materials for the scrapping. However, the point of the jelly is to get materials, not just to keep the jelly going like you would the Stella, it's actually to feed other ships. The jelly feeds Enterprise A, which feeds Enterprise D, and theoretically then goes into Enterprise E. Candy White off to bed for themselves. Got to be up in a few hours for that 9 to 5. Thank you so much, Candy. Thank you for all you do. I'm going to be talking to you soon again about the special project. But sweet dreams. Thank you so much for hanging out while you could. E-double. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, E-double. This is the Next Gen Spock's Club. This is why we can see things like tier up time and the speed ups we have to do said tier ups, all the material spend points. This is a very special thing. Are the blueprints easier? No, Equatorial, absolutely not. That's the thing. When you scrap your Stella, you get the blueprints to rebuild your Stella. This is not the case with the jellyfish. Unfortunately, you just need to keep plugging away on your Alliance packs. Oh my gosh! We have some G6 rare solo turn-in. This is very special because of incursions on Friday and loot exos. I used every single rare G6 Solo Armada directive I had. Now, I theoretically could do a full pull, but how quick are my rare directives coming in? When will I be able to replenish them? I don't know if I can just be frittering away full pulls on the rares. I don't know if I can. So we're going to do a 2 pull right now, methinks. We're doing a 2 pull. Ooh, we still got a lot of nice stuff. We got a full epic we can do again. I need every rare hazard and every hazard I can get. Ooh, almost 32,000 ROM, 10.5 Klingon. It's funny because I actually want Federation right now, but whatever, I'll take it. That's 21 3-hour speed ups. Very nice. I will take any possible Sigma speed up. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Early G6 is a billion times easier than it used to be, but holy flippin' moly. Speed ups. I'm glad that people are saying do a double. Yeah. There we go. Triple pull often, Baconfish says, I'm paraphrasing. Triple pulls are often so outrageous. Like, the markup is so nuts. But what I came in here to show was through... where did he go? Through the amazingness of the mod. No, not G4. Where the heck? Here we go. Okay. I'm just misclicking. Through the amazingness of the community mod, I'm looking into my chests, even though they're pulled and all these things and all those things. There are no G6 group FKRs, Bensai. There's none. They don't exist. G6 are solos only. Thank goodness! I love it! I hope there are no group G7s. Solo everything. Solo everything. But anywho, Keep pulling your G3 Epic Armada packs for all time, everybody. That's where you're getting your jelly from. Most reliably. And by reliably, I still mean full RNG chances. Full chances still. But keep doing your G3 Epic Armada packs to keep getting new jellies. The only other way is in your, if your alliance has the territories. There we go. If your alliance has the territories, you then go into territory, and basically once a week, if your alliance has it activated, and this is very funny, look at this, ISS Jellyfish, not yet available, come back later. I've not actually ever seen that before, but what that basically means is my alliance mucky mucks, my upper echelon, the Commodores probably usually do it. They have not activated the jelly refinery, the jelly blueprint giver. But if you're in an alliance that has a territory that gives jelly blueprints, that gets activated, and you can pull for a bit of extra additional jelly blueprints for very expensively, basically once a week. So, Zero G's believes that when they introduced G6 solos, they should have gone and done G4 and 5 as well. But the funny thing is, by the time you get to G6 and those solos, you can so easily solo any other armada. Like the group FKR armadas all the way up to level 60. Once you go to G6, you should have been soloing those on your own for a while, to be honest. You should be able to solo any group FKR armada up to and including the Epic 60s. You should, and by solo, I mean single ship solo with a loot crew. Single ship solo with a loot crew on your own. One of the reasons Armada speed-ups are so useful. With a Crozier? Mate. You soloed a 60 with your Corvus. Not a loot crew yet, but... Of course, it all depends on... what am I gonna say? Research. Artifacts. Buildings and their bonuses. Forbidden tech. Crewing. Chronox, yes! Yes! Chrono! You're without audio, but yes, you won! And we decided as a group, we are honoring it, even though you were not in chat to say, yes, I claim. We all were witness that you just happened to be... Oh, Chrono! Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you for the 200 biddies. No, we all saw that you were just happened to be on that little trip to work. You do so much for the community. Not a single person here is gonna go, no, respin. They're not here right at the second to say yes. Like, we all saw you were still here with us just temporarily. It's like, we decided. Moose, are you trying to get free merch out of me? You keep saying you need Samo merch. I think you're just like biding your time to get the free merch at 100 stream streak. Which is totally fair. That brought Scribbler out of quiet.
It's a good strategy. Sorry, I've been making a 12-month badge for my channel because I keep forgetting to do it.
So wonderful. It's totally okay. I know you're busy back there.
I need to do that. I need to do that.
Hold on, let me do that. So funny. Oh, it's too good.
So now I have a 12-month badge for everybody. That's
amazing. Oh, I just can't believe you're already coming up on your 12th month.
I did my stream anniversary.
I know
already. I did that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
I had my 12 months. Yeah.
Oh gosh, we're getting real late. I'm sorry. 1 hour and 3 minutes until maintenance. Lord Iscarin, yes. Chrono, I'm so happy we can start your workday off well. You do so much for the community that so many people don't even realize. It hurts me inside sometimes knowing there's so many people behind the scenes who don't get the that streamers do, even though you do so much, and most streamers can't do half of what we do without your tools and behind the scenes knowledge and numbers and graphs and stuff and things. So thank you. The USS Garbage Can, D Camel, indeed. Again, I love the garbage can. I'm stoked we have a less perfect shiny ship. We'll see what the functionality is. I know people like Chrono and all those others I mentioned, they're already behind the scenes working numbers to give us all those charts and graphs and updates tomorrow. Very, very exciting. Moose, I cannot wait for Friday for that to happen. If anybody doesn't know, by the way, if you reach 100 stream streak on my channel, it's free merch of your choice. Of your choice. 100 stream streak. I mean, come on. You get what you want. I know it's a crazy thing to do. I've never hit 100 stream streak on anybody, so y'all who can do it, and I know people have it on many other very well-deserving streamers of the community. I just love to witness it. It's so exciting to see people who are so engaged in the community. It's flippin' awesome. Savage, I can't afford no packs for myself. Never mind giving them out to other people. I wish. One day, Savage, one day. It's gonna happen. I'll be... It is my dream to do nothing but give everything to the community. But we're still working up to those. We're still working up to that. Lord Iscarin, it is a cool thing of the new ship, and we haven't talked about that actually.
No,
we haven't actually talked about that. Scribbler, what do you think of this fascinating new thing? Let me see if I can find okay, I'll bring up the graphic here again.
Multi-shot.
I mean,
thing?
I totally think of Lilu Dallas. It's Lilu Dallas multi-shot. Multi-beam.
Shot.
Everybody! Okay, maybe that's pretty fun to think about too. Tell me your thoughts, Scribbler.
My thoughts are that it's a cool feature. Yes, I actually think this helps make it less of a one-trick pony. I know that because it does have multiple uses in that case, and here the fact that it does 3 shots on the like normally once you have it tiered up to that place where you can have up to 3 shots at a time or shoots 3 different hostiles at once. And according to DJ's last night, whatever you select as the target, it will select the 2 targets that are closest to that one.
Which is excellent. 2. It's not like random through and you have to take 25 seconds to get to the other end of the system.
Right. So I think that is a positive. And then to have it go to doing 5 during a wave, one of these elite waves, well, that's next level, right? Like that's a different. I think that makes it possible for some people maybe to be successful in those waves where they might not be like it allows you for different strategies for sure. I mean, I don't know about a lot of people, but when I'm doing solo waves, because you know that you can lose, you can let up to 2 ships in on that last wave. Sometimes you do a little bit of a sacrifice play, right? Where you let 1 or 2 in order to get the win, right? To get the others and get the win. So, I think that allows for a little more flexibility for strategy, which it sounds like that these waves are going to be challenging and people are not going to be able to finish them right away.
Chrono, thank you for the lurk. Thank you. We'll talk about getting you your winnings, Chrono. We'll talk about it very soon. Good luck with your meeting. One of the things
thank you for the clarification, Victor. It gets 3 shots out of the box and research to get it to 5 in the waves. Okay, thank you, because I did miss that piece last night.
So, and one of the things is I mean, it has been claimed that if you don't have this ship, it has been claimed that a level 70 will not be able to beat the top level of these new waves with their faction ships. Yes, a level 70. It has been claimed they will not be able to beat these new waves without the new ship. So what I see, you get this new ship, you pew multi-beam to inflict that weakened status, which then allows your 2 other top ships to clean up those dregs. So I think it is, and remember, it's already confirmed that the new waves will have more baddies. I'm not sure if it says in this post. They're just kind of talking about the ship.
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Solo wave defense.
Say per
here it is. Waves of 6 to 9. So far our waves have been 6. It's 1 round of Explorer, Interceptor, Battleship, and then a second round.
Right.
The big thing with the solos is, they're in different placements now. They have different speeds. It is tougher to keep up with. But now there's an additional up to 3 per. And as we know, you said we have 3. We have a bank of 3 to let through.
Right.
I know on my G6s, my G6 solos, with my still only G5 ships, if there's even a bit of lag in the game or something funny, I can perfect G6 solos, but just 1 second of lag, something funny in the game, and I'm down to 1 left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's an additional 3 hostiles possibly per wave, holy moly, you got to be zip zap zopping.
Yeah, it's going to be challenging with 3 ships, I think.
We'll see what this new ship does. We'll see how many it can kill itself. We'll see what its impulse speeds are, etc. We will see how much this new state inflicts weakness upon the new baddies for the rest of the ships to sweep up.
Well, and Victor brings up another good point too. Yeah, with the tearing up the ship, it will reduce the cooldown timer of the beam.
Yes.
So you're not going to be able to use that beam
cooldown?
Yeah.
Is this the Hail Mary, like, alongside Lorca's fist and stuff in that final wave, like, when you're going all flipping out? We're going to find out. Swami! Wonder what a group wave would look like with 5 of those ships and some cubes beaming.
Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to work in the group waves.
Well, the thing is, it claims in certain areas.
They do? Okay.
Non-armada hostiles, meaning wave baddies, normal baddies. You know, are we going to be able to go into Mirror Universe and get like 2-3 times the baddies? If we get this ship up high enough, is this beam going to actually be able to wreck guys, or does it give a bit of damage and just give the weakness?
I didn't know if they were going to allow us to have the 5 shots in the group waves
I don't know.
versus the elite solos. That's what I wasn't clear on.
Yeah.
I think you'll only get the 3 shots, but in the elite waves, you have the chance to do in the solos. You have the chance to do.
Well, and also, I mean, it inflicts the weakened status that, when combined, let me go back. When combined with the new research nodes, provides a serious edge in combat. If the target is a non-armada hostile, the beam splits, continues on to strike additional non-armada foes within the same system.
Yeah, it's gonna be great for loot, I think. Like if you're doing Zindi, or you're doing, I don't know if it'll be good enough to do the aquatics, but imagining that would be amazing. Imagine like trying to do the cheese crew with this ship.
I
don't know if it'd
mean,
be possible.
The loot is on fire. Hopes Savage. Victor says Beam has some beefy research for damage bonuses, but extra shots exclusive to waves. Once again, I did give disclaimer that I was not able to be there for all of DJ's show last night. So if this is new information, hardcore, actual solid fact that has come out of that, please, if anybody has screenshots of some of the new research tree. I know that there is some more stuff in the official video with Beck. I have it up now here, scrolling through again. We were looking at the officer specifically earlier. So here's a show of some multiple beams going against. Well, did you see where it was though? Look at this.
It said it won't hit armadas.
Correct. Yeah. Which is funny because it's okay. So yeah, it was hitting lost hostiles. It's hitting lost hostiles surrounding. And it did actually kill them. That killed all of its baddies. In a normal system, and that was more than 3 beams. So Victor was saying that the extra shots are exclusive to waves, but this is 4. So either the video is incorrect, or
3 additional, or
this is the problem with everybody getting fired up about leaks and initial presentations and even these videos, because we definitely know that some of the math, not just of these preview videos, but of the actual patch notes when they release, which is in 50 minutes and counting.
We have to consider it like the cutting beam, right? So one shot is the one you are aiming at, and the beam is splitting into 3 shots. So
into
technically
extra
it's
shots.
4 shots.
Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Yeah. So you aim and fire at 1, and then the beam will take out 3 more.
Additional.
Which that means in a wave situation, you're firing at 1 target and it's hitting 5 other targets.
And its abilities are very specifically against the new Apex Raiders in solo wave defense.
Yeah.
For the like super D duper D boosts. Heck yeah, Zero G's. Did you not know I'm a straight up gangster? Zero, you should know this about me by now. Well, yeah, here we go. Multi-target subspace authorization. We know that's going to be warp range. I mean, look at this little thing. There's always the warp range run right at the beginning of a tree. Gravitational field blast, focus blast, shred blast. These are the specific to the ship and its abilities in solo waves. And then stuff like this here in the middle is quite obvious. Grade 4 plus material efficiencies and grade 4 plus ship part efficiencies. You see here, it's gonna...
Yeah.
So there we go.
That's great.
So...
Well, then you definitely could do I mean, that changes my math a little bit, because I had been thinking about 5 total shots, and it's really 6 in the wave situation. So you have 9 hostiles coming out. That's what Savage Darkness.
Maybe. KRS49, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. It is so great to have you. You're just coming up. We're in the final countdown really now until our big Patch Notes world premiere. Great timing, KRS. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing great. Welcome in.
We don't have Dr. Iron Chef back, but I'd love to do another giveaway of merch.
Okay.
Before we get to ARCFALL at some point.
You let me know. I don't know. Are we able to do 1 or 2 more tonight?
We can actually do 2 more, and it doesn't have to be the Rocks glass. We could. We can also do the Warp Drive 5 hat, trucker hat, or the mug. We could do one of each of those, or we could do a hoodie.
I mean, it's totally up to you. You are the incredible financier. We'll go off here really quick. Although, yes, the hazard resistance peeking in there. I worry, though, that it might be hazard of just the ship, because if you look at it, it's very specifically a picture of the ship itself. Ooh, repair cost efficiency for all ships. That's good. Oh, dang it. She's got a cute little space shirt on, though. But yeah, if you look at this, Scribbler, sorry, just... It was specifically mentioned. Okay, there was... Give me one sec. There. Right at the end here, if you can see, I can see it, the stream cuts off a little bit of the end. It's called Hazard Proof. It's at level 3 out of 5, but it is a picture of the 31 itself. Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's going to be hazard resistance for everybody. Obviously, I sure flippin' hope so. But it might just be the ship itself. We shall see. We shall see, Becca. Taffman, I hope you do.
Boy, that starship tree is getting longer and longer.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. The combat tree is my bane of my existence. It's the combat
it's about
tree.
To be mine, since it wasn't bad.
Oh my gosh,
now.
I just realized my my shield is down.
Oh, I better check mine.
Jeez Louise. Shows rare hazard might be for everyone. Breaker, I hope so. I hope so. Ooh.
We'll get the gold shield, but that's...
Okay, however, what do we want for merch, everybody? Scribbler has just revealed it doesn't have to be the Rocks glass. We
so
could
run a poll.
Do...
Yeah.
What are the options? Okay.
So Rocks glass, obviously there's some of these that are higher price point than others, and that's okay.
Ask.
Yeah.
So a hat, a Rocks glass, what, a mug?
A hoodie.
Are you a hoodie?
Or a mug. Yeah, we could do a hoodie.
So
good gracious.
Okay. The hats and the hoodies are somehow not being produced because we ordered them in January, and we still haven't gotten ours.
Oh,
so I'm
I
not sure
haven't gotten my
what's
Major
going on with
Samo
all that.
hat.
What?
Yeah, that's a good point. I haven't gotten it. I ordered it forever ago.
Oh my gosh. Well now, so something's going on with hats. Because I know Moopsy is waiting for a hat from someone as well.
Yeah, there's something up with hats and
oh no.
I guess hoodies now too? I didn't know there was a hoodie.
Gosh. So what about like a t-shirt?
Well, certainly we have a lot of those.
T-shirts have been fine. Yeah.
So rocks, glass, mug, or t-shirt. How about that?
Yeah.
Does that sound okay?
I think that's good. Yeah.
All right. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Exactly, Victor.
Some stuff like gets sold out and then is like resupplied within the week.
I mean,
sometimes.
The bane of my existence for a while was socks. I wanted socks so badly, and there was just no socks in existence. By the way, mugs.
I got mine.
I mean, Warp Drive 5 is so beautiful.
I told you guys I got a pair of test socks.
What?
And I like it. Yeah, no, they're great. The one thing I want to do though is I need to figure out how to amplify the martini glass brightness because it's a little too dim on the socks. But
this is one of the big problems with the, making your own designs and uploading. You can never quite know how it will come out, which is why these samples are so important.
Yeah.
And I said earlier, a lot of us streamers will send things to our friends, both from love, but also just testing,
Yeah.
Rico.
I took the candle off because I didn't like it. I didn't like the quality of how the candle turned out.
Fair enough. And Lord of Scarin, absolutely it is the thing with fourth wall, which again most of us use. It sources from all over. Like when you have hundreds of products available, they're not all made by the same magical single factory, It's from all over the place. Like, those are the socks guys, and those are the hat guys, and those are the t-shirt guys. Like, they're from all flipping over the place. So sometimes it is a weird thing that certain items just disappear for a while. And you don't know why. We have 1 minute left in the poll, everybody. This is for what free merch do you want?
And then enter for it.
And then we'll have to enter because, gosh, why do we have to try to convince and persuade people to enter for free stuff? It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. 0 G's. Oh, so close and yet so far. It's okay. You've been 24 hours. You're a champion, goodness. 0. Champion.
Our champ.
Thank you so much. I'm sure we'll see you again very soon, and we will all be complete zombie mode disasters.
You've run out of space for space mugs.
See you, Drew.
It's fair. There's a lot of mugs.
Yeah,
a lot of mugs in the world.
Moose, this is the point of ARCFALL where I'm tempted to even go have a coffee, but then I think, oh wait, I have to sleep so I can get up and stream again tomorrow. No hashtags yet, everybody, though I love your enthusiasm.
Oh, you get kidding.
Murphy, it's actually a fact, Murphy, that certain events of the world in certain countries might be affecting some of the merch, trying to go out to other places. There's a lot going on. Okay, we have a perfect tie between...
Which means we can give away one of each.
Or we just let the winner decide which they would like. Although you did say you did also say 2 more giveaways. So what do you want to do, Scribbler and Chef? Do you want to give 1 rocks, 1 mug, or do you want to give the 2 eventual winners their choice? Their choice?
I mean, yeah, we can do it that way.
The choice is fine.
I like choices. Gopher, welcome in. Gopher81, zombie mode. I've just woken up for work.
So now,
well, Gopher, I maintain you could still be a zombie then if you just woken up. A lot of people arrive for work still kind of like, ooh. Good morning, Gopher. I hope you'll have a wonderful work day.
Can it with the politics talk. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Warning number 1.
That's as much as we're going to say. Nope, 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 nope. Rocks and bugs should have trial by combat.
So now when you enter, you're actually we'll pull 2 winners. Yeah.
We'll do one. If that's how you want to do it, yeah, absolutely.
Let's just make it easy.
So we know that Chrono has done the first winner.
People are already entering hashtag.
But wait! Oh shoot! It says no, stop, close. I've closed. No, nothing. Sorry, Artifact guy. I'm so sorry. I'm creating a new giveaway.
You guys, I love that you're all Johnny on the spot. I love it.
I archived it. I swear.
Give her a second.
No. Archive giveaway. Yes, archive it. Okay. Oh, it was, for a second, it was like, oh, you have to have a paid, upgraded account to do more giveaways. I was like,
oh.
But I'm allowed 1 giveaway at a time, and it said, like, your giveaway isn't properly archived yet. So I had to just, like, wrap that all up. Okay, this time, it is going to be the actual Next Gen 2. I just added it in chat right there. Next Gen and the number 2. So that is hashtag NEXTGEN 2. The number 2. You can copy paste any of us. Give her hashtag Next Gen 2. We're going to pull 2. I think we'll pull 1 before patch notes. And are we going to do 1 during or at the very end to reward people who've stuck with us the whole time? What do you guys think?
I think that's fair. I think that's a good idea. So if you don't win this first one, stick around. You can win the other one.
Yeah.
You can do it. I
only
believe.
37 minutes and counting until, hopefully, on time, maintenance. Hashtag E-double, not at. Hashtag. While that's all going, we'll give it a couple minutes. People going to the bathroom, people nodding off, like me. What? I kid. I finally want to talk about the spring officers. Who did everybody go for? We have Mazriad Vale, Dejosh Tolra, Miscue, Laliari, Miradata, and Beer. How much currency did you guys get, and who did you decide to invest in? Sure, Moose. You're awake. Laliari for Ultravetica. Go for Tolra. E-double is fading so hard. Donuts went for Vale. Mecca, Tolra. E-double leveled Beer. Stopped 1 shard short of unlocking Tolra for Gen X. Masri for Commander Taylor. Jess, Tolra. Leon went all in on Beer. Rico, Vale. Artifact guy went for Tolra and Vale. Scribbler. Who's your chosen one?
On one account, I unlocked, I managed to unlock Miss Q and Mirror Data.
Unlocks?
And started to do and get some upgrading to Tolra. On the other, my main account, I unlocked Vale, Masriad, and I also unlocked Miss Q.
Very
and
nice.
Upgraded Mirror Data. So
Okay.
I actually managed to do quite a lot.
Nice.
Worked out pretty well.
I think I said the last one, Aardvark, Tolra, and Vale. Savage went for Laliari. Albert, 1390, GR5. Threw it all at Dejosh. Breaker went Laliari for Solo Waves.
That's a good call.
Gen X
I actually don't think there was a bad option here. They were all good in different ways.
in their own ways, be it for upgrading, for practical purposes, for acquisition, for the sake of acquisition. These are all officers that are recent-ish or useful-ish. JetX got 12.6 thousand points, but they don't battle pass, so some people got more than others depending on your strategies or spend. Gray Sabers got some data and beer and Miss Q, able to level each one up. Holy moly, you must have been close. Please, everybody, hashtag NextGen2. We're back up to 31 entries, which is really weird. It's basically the same as last time. I don't know if it's the same exact people. That would be pretty wild. But please, can we get one more? I'd love to beat the entries of last time, even though we're later on in the night. It's so exciting. People are starting to wake up. Hashtag NextGen2 in the chat. We've still got some time to go before I'm going to pull it. Fire Force 001. 46 is an amazing place to be. Are you ready to get a ship at that level? The 46 ships are amazing. So Fire Force, are you ready to get that next ship? Because definitely I say go. Keith, thank you so much. Everybody, we've got to hydrate. Breaker says some of these are in the DTI now. So it also depends on how you are able to engage in the DTI, if you are at all. Equatorial.
I only have totally unlocked.
Has only 14 to get to Josh after this battle pass. Went to Tolra for the unlock, but still 6 shards short. Well, Victor, you got some progress toward, which is flippin' awesome. This is the good thing. Choice. At least it's choice. Just like what I'm gonna go to talk about next. The more things these days that are choice, muchos mo better. Gopher advises, go to 46 when you have the credits and blueprints to get your rare. Yes. Your kingdom for 600 more points, says Gen X. Miss Q for A. Powell tiered her up. I personally put absolutely 100% into Josh Tolra. I went all in on my boo right here. To have an officer that not only gives more loot, but actual functionality and help to your armada and invading entity, because what even is what anymore? It's one of the most confusing and frustrating things for a lot of average players. Not everybody has the amazing charts and memory and wherewithal to remember exactly who works for what these days, because these armadas that aren't armadas and the things that aren't the things, and only this tiny subset of officers actually work for this thing, even though it looks like this thing and has half the same wording of that other thing. It is very confusing. So to have officers that are multi-function and a bit more diverse, some of our classic Armada crews aren't even used anymore, which is so sad. So I really liked Josh. I use her very, very regularly. I went all in. I was not able, as you can see, I'm at 56 out of 200. I'm nowhere close to a tier up, but every single shard counts in my books.
I'm really hoping she's in the next treasury.
Even if there's availability elsewhere, Ram Scoop. Yes, Quazel is in the house, everybody. Oh my goodness gracious. Remember, I'm talking about the people behind the scenes who make everything happen? Honored to have you, Quazel. How the heck are you doing? Thank you so much. Now we look. Here is Tolra. Here is Vale. So this all comes down to, once again, what we've been talking about so much tonight. How much are you able to engage in all these new loops to get all these new ships to be able to engage in fully in all these new loops and factions and stuff and things. For myself personally, I'm very lucky to be in an alliance that can beat the level 70 group armadas and stuff maybe once a month, if you're lucky enough to be there. What that gives is some of the goop to do things like this, which for me is looking at getting the credits to be able to not only get all of the favors to boost your loops. For example, I still haven't gotten this temporal flux countermeasure to increase those base damages versus the formation armadas. These very important things, PvE, apex barriers. If you're huge into rep, I don't have all the rep stuff finished. It's about how much can you do to get this loot to be able to spend on these officers when you need hundreds of stuff to upgrade them. So they are there, sure. It's just like in the Terran store. There's officers. Who is able to maintain regular daily income for these things? Who is able to engage so much at such high levels and have all the other things finished off that they are so lucky as to be going for things like this? It is a very small subset. As I said, Rico, Ramscoop, these are the very small subsets of very elite players. I know I ain't even close to done. A lot of the favors I feel are needed to do these things is less than the 6%ers. It is way less breaker than the 6%ers. I was the 6%er who had my tally maxed. I definitely was. But who are the platinum ones of the arenas? I mean, Chrono's not here anymore with some numbers, but I know Quasel has a lot of numbers. Yeah, Quasel. I mean, I'd love to know, how many platinum ones are there? Who has just bajillions of stuff to be thrown around to be maxing these officers? Who has every single favor maxed? Who is every single favor maxed here, and you have your maxed Janeway's pocket watches, and you have your maxed Krenim time weapons. You've got your chrono deflectors, you've got your chronophages, and who has the credits that, you know, you're maxed your building, perhaps. You got your Seska and your Krenim hairs, and you're getting your directives. Who is getting regular influx of these officers?
Good question.
There are four. Equatorial, where do you get that number? Taffman, congrats! That's awesome! Those are huge steps, Taffman. Congratulations. Can you look up platinum ones on STFC? I don't, where do you possibly find Oh, arena ranking. Never mind. Thank you. Arena ranking. Redo. Arena ranking. So top ranking 65,000. Arena ranking level. Well, I guess it's just seeing how many 6500s are there. $409. Look at that. Look at that. I never even realized Arena, you know, was up there. I generally look at power and power. I mean, it depends where the stream takes us, but there we go. So there's less people at Platinum 1 than there are who are level 70s. And we think level 70 is exclusive and outrageously, you know, moneyed. There's even less people who are Platinum 1. Maximus, I think it's you this time. It's been me. I think it's you this time. Oh, hold on. Platinum 1 starts a lower. 50K are Platinum. Oh, let's go back. This goes to show arenas. Thank you so much. 50,000. 50,000 and above. Ooh, some people are on the edge of glory. So 783. 783 are at Platinum. Oh gosh, this guy, I bet, is just like losing his mind. Yes, Sarah Angel. Thank you. Sarah Angel 11. Finding those numbers at the same time as me. 783. Moose rocking their arena ranking of 100. Yeah, 783. So I think that's still actually, well, power. Re-rank. Yeah. It's still less people at Platinum than there are level 70s. That is still less people at Platinum than there are level 70s in the game. Just whatever that means to you, whether it means anything or nothing. The cool thing about these tools we have available, we can speak these numbers and speculate wildly about the fun. Huge congratulations to those who are able to have the time to do arenas, find the teams who actually know what they're doing, and crew right, and play right, and don't crash, and don't bug, and don't break, and don't lag. I could go on. Hugely jealous.
A reminder for everyone that the giveaway that's about to happen, it's hashtag NextGen2.
Hashtag NextGen2.
We have a few new folks who have joined the chat, so I want to make sure everyone has ample opportunity to enter.
And I will call it at about 2-3 minutes left because we've got friends nodding off, even though we're 20 minutes and counting.
We're almost there, y'all.
Hashtag NextGen2 in the chat. I'm going to call it, let's call it 2 minutes because that gets us to 12:42, and 42 is the answer to all things. Hashtag NextGen2. Oh, we got Quasel, I think, was that new entry. Yes, right ops range. I mean, there's so many factors. Arenas has not been kind to me in any of the RNG type situations and many other situations, but I don't want to turn this into an arenas thing to finish off because we still have to talk about We got in the spring officers. But what about the other event? The fun. Ooh, and that's another one. We're up to 33. We're up to 33. Okay, we actually just went into an ad, so we're gonna wait until after the ad, and then we'll run it. In the meantime, I'm gonna bring up.
And Ryan, if you're still here, we are giving away. You will have the choice between a Warp Drive 5 rocks glass or mug, and you'll have to DM Dr. Iron Chef for that code.
Yes, Mrs. CDB to you, my darling sweet. Good morning, and thank you so much for the follow. Taffman, I always have my towel, friend. I always have my towel. Hashtag NextGen2. There's, for my end, 36 seconds left in the ad. Thank you, Dr. Iron Chef.
And we're encouraging people to follow one or more of the Next Gen Season 2, which we announced earlier. If you can and would, they've been pinned to the chat thanks to Dr. Iron Chef. So find those folks and follow them because they're awesome.
Up on your screen right now is Season 2, Next Gen, officially. These are the reason for our beautiful hashtag NextGen2, which we premiered and announced to the world. Our dear honor and privilege, always supporting other streamers. Good morning, Mrs. CDB. How the heck are ya? So many first-time chatters tonight, which is so funny because, you know, I'm usually there, at least lurking in CDB, and I always hear and try to give some love to Mrs. So it's funny to see that it's a first-time chat for me. Again, I mentioned how awesome ARCFALL is for all of us to be able to see some of the friends we don't always. It's funny that it's so late night for us and, you know, early morning for them, but it's wonderful that it can bring us all together. And we are officially back from the ad, so this means, ooh, getting ready for yoga. Girl, you starting the day right. I can't even imagine any physical activity right now. I'm so tired. But it is time for the giveaway. 9:45 for Murphy. Well, you're getting your day going for sure. You're getting into the stuff.
It's 9:45 for me too.
But at night, there's 9:45. Murphy said. They're not. What is it? 21:45. They're 9:45. Oh snap! One more entry right there. I think that might have been Fire Force. We have 30. Oh wait, we have 35 entries. Okay, everybody, let's go. 35 entries. We are closing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ba-ba-da-da. And look at that.
Attention, everybody. Equatorial. Equatorial. You are our winner.
Congratulations, Equatorial. A big chatter this evening. A full and engaged participant. Congratulations right there in the chat going, hey! Equatorial, I think this is certainly at least your first win in my channel, I believe. I'm writing your name down right now. Huge congratulations. I hope you're thinking of what you would like. If you would like the rocks glass or the mug, the beautiful rocks glass, the mug, or what did we say, a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can do it.
Yeah,
we can do it.
So, t-shirt, just little quick.
Basically, he was a geek, sir.
And then we're going to do one more giveaway after the server goes down and patch notes are read.
Yes, indeed. One more, but Equatorial, you are the lucky middle of the giveaway sandwich. Num, 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 num. Huge congrats, and thank you so much. Actually throwing down your first ever sub for the channel right here. Really appreciate you. You've brought a lot of fun chat this evening, so thanks for jumping in. Everybody, I keep forgetting to say, but to be in the giveaway and win, the only thing you got to do is be a follower of the channel. So if you haven't yet, please do throw that follow button. It's completely free. Join up on the Discord to keep ahead of all other giveaways. When I'm going live, shouting out events and things for my beautiful friends, the Warp Drive 5 and other, all the new gen streamers and such. Basically just follow and you'll find out. It's the good stuff. And obviously, if you're not yet following Dr. Iron Chef and Scribbler, do it. Do it.
Tiberius. And Cap Jesse.
And Cap Jesse and Tiberius 2187.
I believe the Canucks of Vancouver are superior warriors.
Yes,
both of them.
Moose.
Both of them were. We had all 5 of us.
We had the Warp Drive 5 on for the. When was the last time?
He popped in like 4 months ago, something like that. He surprised us. So
and
we're going to try to get him more
there?
consistently.
Were we all there?
Well, that's a good question.
Often
I don't know if we were all
Tibbs
there.
often has to leave so early because they're, East Coast.
That's true.
It's so tough. But it was very exciting. It's been an amazing ARCFALL. Not that we're wrapping up yet, but it is 12 minutes and counting.
Mm-hmm.
So put your shields up. Put your shields up. I would suggest put your shields up. I don't always put my stock in the magical golden shields. So, in fact, I'm even going to recall these guys. I'm very happy with how much they have each gotten. I'm even going to put out my jelly for the night because I'm not worried about hitting that cap. I never made it to the mirror universe as I kind of intended, but that's okay and totally not surprising. Send out your nightlies as you need. Put your away teams on their missions. Do the stuff and the things, everybody, because it is that time. How exciting. Yes, this is as far as my jelly can go, so that's where I send it every night. Reset your miners, absolutely. Hey, Moose, are you the special little... Really? You're trying to claim credit? Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Anywho, I was saying something just a second ago. What was I saying? Anybody? Anybody? Support everybody, love everybody, hug a nerd.
All of that.
All of the above. All of the above. Oh, wait. No, I know. I was trying to get before the game goes away and I can't show anything. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are we starting early? Or is this just normal leg?
I'm still up so far.
There we go. Destined Encounter, everybody. The other fun little spring event where there's an SMS every day. You end up with 2,000 of the currency, and then you can go do the claim for 2,000 more if you finish, plus 60 for your alliance. Everybody, how much currency did you get, and what did you spend it on? How much currency, and what did you spend it on? As you can see, I do not have the premium mirror dust option left. I maxed out my premium mirror dust I didn't spend on anything else at all until that was finished. And how much did that cost? Oh, dang it. I had it somewhere of what the cost was for that. And maxing out the 25 limit would be... the big thing here was definitely your alliance. If you had no alliance... I have an alliance of about 100. I'm not saying they all were doing it every single day. I wish they were. I was trying to. So it was 40K currency, says Sarah Angel. 40K of the currency for 1,250 premium dust. That's what I did. Commander Taylor maxed E-data 5 minutes ago. Congratulations. That is huge. That is huge. You can't see E-data right now because the Warp Drive 5 is covering them, which is funny. Apparently a lot of things show on the right side of the stream and you don't realize until you have your friends' faces there. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Anywho. Exactly, Moose. It's so true. It's hilarious. Victor put everything towards E. Riker. It didn't track exactly the numbers, but all on E. Riker. You want that impulse, eh? Equatorial just unlocked the MU tree, so the dust was amazing. 36K for Jess. Spent it E-data to tier 3. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Should do an add-on, something like a Latinum option to spend your leftover points. Oh, Murphy, to be able to spend the bits and the... Yeah. Ugh. So for me, I spent everything on the premium dust. I accidentally got, I think, one syndicate, and then I went for E-Picard. Myself. The E-Picard E-Data somebody is such a massive crew still. I hope they remain as such for a long time to come. I'm very lucky I have my E-Data maxed already. So I was all in. It's really tough for me sometimes to go for epic officers in anything because they're often just so expensive. But I just did it. He's my boy. As you can see, I have 560 of the jus left over. So annoying. So annoying. But here we are. Number 3,679. Useless currency. Oh, that's a fake number. I made it up. Don't quote me. Inventory rework when? Equatorial needed 1 data for tier 2. Then got the gift the next day. Amazing. CDB! Not just the missus in the house. We got the boy himself. The man. Excuse me. Tier up Picard and near tier up Deanna. Amazing. Yes, indeed. Equatorial. Gen X, you could get 15 shards for E-Pick less than halfway through, or 30 shards for half upgrades. Gen X, these are the things. And it's a beautiful thing that we have these choices we get to make. Once again, I'm a big fan of things where you build up the whatever currency or loot and get to choose what to spend it on. None of this build up this stuff and then go for an RNG. Now, of course, I'm looking at you, Admiral Recruit. However, they have finally updated that. I've not been able to talk about that yet on stream. So really quickly, while we have 4 minutes and counting until patch notes, and while we're all here for our world premiere, all the real info, we're all starting to refresh the tabs here on official website and stuff. Scribbler is just raring to go on those bug fixes. I know it. Congrats, Sarah, Angel, and Troy to tier 4. All set for maintenance. Arc spanners ready. Yes! Good morning, CDB. CDB saying good morning to all of myself, Dr. Iron Chef, and Scribbler, the currently present Warp Drive 5 members. So, Scribbler Chef, if you're there and able to say, who are you hoping for from this new Admiral's batch? Once again, I say I loathe RNG situations like this. This is why I was so excited about some of the choice things that we've had lately. But I think this is at least a more useful batch of RNG officers than the previous choices. So who are you all most excited for?
Boy, I think this one is not going to sound like a really great one to most people, but I really would like them to put OG JLP in there. Because he's just so darn hard to get sourced. I mean, other than the transporter patterns.
Yo, I would put Blue Beverly Crusher in one of these if I could. Oh
Dude,
my gosh.
For real. Give me 100 shards of Bev. That's all I need in my life right now.
Seriously. But of the ones available here, though, who are you? I personally want Sam Kirk. He is actually on my
Why do you
main,
want Sam Kirk?
He is actually on my main kind of SNW crew these days. If I'm out grinding overnight, it's SNW Pike with Sam Kirk and Mbenga. If I'm in the Mirror Universe, it's SNW Sam Kirk, SNW Pike as captain with SNW Hammer. They are just the ultimate Mirror Universe crew for me on my Enterprise D. I can hit the level 70s. I don't last 30 minutes yet, but that crew just absolutely slays for so many things.
Would you recommend the SNW Sam Kirk and Mbenga for your sentries at tier 1 for each of them? Or do you think they need
for sentries? Like for overnight grinding?
For overnight in the Texas system. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Really quick, my Star Trek FleetCommand.com just broke. Oh, now it's back. Maybe they were updating. Oh, no, that's first contact day. Okay, no new patch yet. Murphy, of course, if you have, depending where you're at, remember, I'm baby G4. I'm sure if I was a couple ops up and had all sorts of research, even my Enterprise D could last all 30 minutes in the level 70s. We're working to it. Sarah, do we have it? Here we go. I'm still in the game, but y'all, patch notes. Patch notes, update 77, section 30.